was the great and powerful Pink Floyd.
That was the great gig in the sky, I think.
Yeah.
Off of
Dark Side.
The Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Epicus. No, Epicus Doomicus.
Who's Metallicus?
Great Measures. They are Metallicus.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm Doomicus, though.
Y'all are Metallicus.
I'm Doomicus. I want to be Doomicus.
Okay, you can be Doomicus.
Okay, Epicus.
Jesus.
Okay, Epicus.
You can be Doomicus.
Yes.
Nobody's arguing with you. We're gonna do Devin Townsend. I think we've done 2 of his or 1 of his. I think we've only done 1, haven't we?
Deadhead.
Yeah, I feel like there was another one in there somewhere. Maybe I just didn't do it. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
The one without the guitar solo.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I guess
We haven't done
one.
another one.
All right.
Maybe we tried to do one and the stars didn't line up or something.
Yeah, I think we had
Or
intentions
somebody
of doing another
plugged
one.
up something in a place they shouldn't have.
That may be right. I think you are right. Song is called Suicide.
Well, I'm excited to hear this one.
You should be.
Happy day.
Yep.
Can you say that word?
I don't know. We're probably going to get...
By Devin Townsend.
You know, our Annihilator video, the Crystal Ann and Allison in Hell, it had limited ad suitability because of, I guess, the content that we were talking about with like mental illness and stuff. But
That's messed up.
yeah, I think maybe because we mentioned the word meth. I don't know. But I ended up sending in not really a dispute, but they do a manual review, like an actual human will review it, and
So they say.
well, they cleared it. They were like, yeah, there's nothing unsuitable here. So I guess it was some sort of algorithmic word that we used or something.
Should we say on this one,
flagged.
Devin Townsend's self-unalivement?
Yeah. This is the song Suicide. Nobody's talking
The song,
We're not actually talking about
self-unaliving.
ending ourselves.
Right.
Ready?
That's so stupid. You know?
Yeah, it is.
Gosh, the world we're
Let's
living
just listen to the song.
The world we're living in.
All right, we're listening.
You know? All right.
All right, this is Suicide by Devin Townsend.
You recording everything? Mm-hmm. Do it
This
again.
is Suicide by Devin Townsend.
God, the more you say that, the more times you say it, the more dudes.
Well, stop interrupting me. Ready to roll?
Yeah, proceed, Richard.
What you think?
Where's this guy from? Is he from?
I think he's Canadian. Yeah, Canadian.
That's right, Canadian. But you haven't given me any information.
Right. Want to guess what year it came out?
2008.
No. Fairly close though.
2009.
Earlier.
Earlier. 4.
3. 2003. The album's called Accelerated Evolution. I got a little bit of info here for you. What did I say? Accelerated Evolution. Yeah. Accelerated Evolution is the 6th studio album by Canadian musician Devin Townsend, released in 2003. Written and produced by Townsend, was a mix of musical styles from alternative rock to hard rock to progressive metal. He is. This was actually considered the Devin Townsend band. Like I can't keep. I'm not an expert on Devin Townsend, but he's got.
You're not.
Devin Townsend Project, the Devin Townsend Band, Strapping Young Lad. Like, I don't know what's what.
What's going on over here, Devin?
I don't know.
Pick a team.
Pick a lane.
Pick a team. Go. You know, can't get the playoffs with.
And he was
dabbling,
writing and recording this album at the same time as Strapping Young Lad's self-titled album. The album was well received by critics for its blend of genres and influences, its musical accessibility, and its large-scale rock production style.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about this dude other than he's from Canada.
From Canada.
And that he obviously can't pick a group of guys to play with. But I'm just kidding, Mr. Townsend. He looks like scary, like he.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with him.
No, I don't want to mess with him. You cut it off there at the end. I guess it was going into another song.
I think so, yeah.
I like that the music at the end because it sort of correlates to the sound that he has throughout. Mm-hmm. I've only heard the Deadhead song.
Right.
I don't know if he plays reggae in other bands or if they're a bluegrass band or what, but this dude has this. To me, it seems just from the 2 songs that I've heard so far. It's just he has such a big sound. Mm-hmm. So that organ there at the end. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the music is there's just constant sound going. I mean, not constant. You know, he broke down the bass at one point, and that. But it's in C minor. And then whatever those notes are at the beginning, that I don't remember how it went all the way. Chorus, he just goes back and forth between C minor and F, but he doesn't go many places from chord changes. But what is it? So I was reminded, that he has a wash of sound going on. Mm-hmm. Even in his guitar solo, there's delays on there. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't sometimes tell because he's got all those delay on there. The notes are following wherever he goes, and he breaks out. It's cool because you can create all that stuff and then, or you can wash all that stuff and then make this note stand out. So you're like, yeah. But it just sounds like with an organ, it sounds like that music's just wrapping around you.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that's what he's doing all the time, and he's just dumping this whole blanket on top of you and suffocating you with it, which is not in a bad way.
Right. Yeah. That's anything I've heard from him, which is, not too extensive, especially his Devin Townsend stuff and not the Strapping Young Lad stuff. It all has that big wash, that big wall that, like you said, it's just it engulfs you, and just washes over you.
And you ever heard that Patrice O'Neill thing where he's talking about maybe you told me about it and I saw it, the thing in Creep with Radiohead?
Yeah.
You
I think we talked about that on a previous video.
Have we?
Yeah.
He does that all through this.
Yes. Yeah.
And you love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that sound.
Yeah.
Black people don't like that sound. Other races don't like.
I mean, I don't know. Patrice O'Neal said it was
just a white person thing.
What white people love that.
I do.
Yeah.
But I like the use of that kind of stuff, and he.
Yeah, you can definitely do it in the wrong parts of the songs, and not that he did, but it can be done where it's like, why are you doing that?
There's just a whole bunch of other noises you can make with an electric guitar.
Yeah.
You have distortion and other pedals on there, and you find the right tone. You can just touching the thing with the pick, just scraping a string or something can be music to me.
Yeah.
But it sounds like I bet you could play his rig and just feel like a god, just epicus.
Doomicus.
Yeah, just I'm going to topple that mountain now. That was nothing. But yeah, I mean, I think for me when it comes to and I think this exists with other bands that I could think of. I know Radiohead has this tendency at times, for me. You have to. This has you have to be in a place to hear this stuff, because he also
mentally, emotionally. What do you mean?
Sure.
Okay.
You don't just. You're not just gonna go get in your car and be like, well, I'm gonna drive down the, sun is shining. Suicide by Devin Townsend. It's just, you have to be, sometimes you don't necessarily just want to be completely enveloped by music. You just want to turn it on and have it going, or moving to the beat of your thoughts, kind of a deal. He requires your full attention and your full body and your full,
Yeah.
And maybe not necessarily full attention in the sense of saying what's going on in here, but just it's going to wrap around you, so you can't, I said reggae doesn't do that to you. Reggae just kind of goes to the beat of whatever you're watching, or doing. But Devin Townsend does not allow that.
Right.
It doesn't sound like to me in the songs that I've heard that you're going to be wrapped up. So it's not music that I would just, unless I was just wanting to, get all epicus about it. And I thought, you understand what I'm trying to say?
I do.
But you just don't agree with me.
I don't know that I disagree with. I think it's just. I think it varies from person to person, because to go a little behind the scenes, like when I'm driving here, the 25 minutes it takes me to get here, I'll have 4 to 5 songs that we're going to try to record that day, and I'll listen to them in the 25, or if they're not too long, and if I have time, I'll listen to them on the way here to kind of refresh my memory, maybe hear something that's worth bringing up in conversation or whatever. And I mean, I'm not good at that at all, but things that stand out to me, I try to point out. But I remember, just a few minutes ago on the way here, listening to this song and being like, this is cruising down the highway music.
Okay, so I'm not saying it's not something like, but I mean, you have to be, it envelops everything. So if you're just by yourself and you're by yourself and you're driving and you want to fill up your car and everything with it, I'm just saying you have to be willing to give your whole self to this music to listen to.
That makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's not drive down the. Don't,
I got you.
Don't get me on this.
No, I see what you're saying.
But you have to give a lot to it. You have to give. It's going to take a lot from you.
Yeah.
Radiohead, I think, is the same kind of deal. If you're going to listen to that band, you got to be willing to go. Just kind of turn that on in the background for easy listening.
Yeah.
This is not easy listening.
No.
I mean, it's easy to listen to. But it's not Kenny G.
It's not. Shout out to Songbird.
I don't know. I don't know about that. And then plus his lyrical content, talking about You tickled yourself.
I did. I unashamedly love Kenny G.
Well, I mean, nothing surprises me anymore. George Michael, nothing surprises me anymore. Did George Michael and Kenny G ever get together for a?
That's a great question.
A super duo?
Maybe a live performance of Careless Whisper with Kenny G playing the sax.
The G-Wham. Wham G. Wham. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with their band name for.
G. Michael.
G. Michael.
Kenny G. Michael.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh God, we're idiots.
That had to have happened. I mean, you would have heard it. You'd have heard about it.
I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
If you find something, we'll have to listen to it here.
Yeah.
So if you find something, don't listen to it. Don't listen to it.
Okay. I won't.
Lord, I hope you find something, dude. I hope there's something out there.
So let's talk, because I don't know with this one. What's your interpretation of these lyrics?
He's killing God inside of him. I don't know what 3 days are, or 3 hours are.
3 hours, 3 days.
3 hours,
3 years.
3 years.
3 hours, 3 years, yeah, not 3 days.
And he just mentions the death of God. It sounds like he's talking about he doesn't believe he was brought up to believe in God. It was, we have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Shoved down his throat, and then he had to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't believe it. He had to hide it. That he did. So I don't know what the self-unaliving part is.
Well, so in doing my research for this song and trying to get all the background information I could, I came across a subreddit where somebody had posted this song, or maybe it was another it was some website or something where they were talking about the meaning of this song. And somebody had the theory that, I don't think they claimed that Devin Townsend said these things, but I think they had the theory that because he had these projects going on at the same time, that he may be committing career suicide. Because what if somebody latches on to this project and this project dies, or vice versa? You know what I mean? Like, what if this project? Again, it was just a fan theory that I read. I don't know.
No, I mean, he mentions when you mention numbers, 3 hours and then 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's significant. And then he mentions 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 lies. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
It may be something for people to leave us in the comments, because.
I mean, he mentions the word deicide, and then tells you the definition after that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, God could mean anything, right? God could be music. God could be
The career.
The career. God could be, yeah. I mean, maybe that's, I don't know. It would be nice to know that. There's not enough there for you to really speculate too hard.
Yeah.
But when you're using words like that, I mean, that's an interesting take.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the numbers, that when there's numbers in there, there's something specific behind the numbers. I mean, 3, obviously, in the Bible, Jesus was killed and then 3 days later rose. There's a Trinity. There's 3 everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But I'm just, because it was in that particular stanza. And it talked about, he mentions the word pride and keeping it inside. Mm-hmm. I do like how he flirts with, you mentioned certain people like to pick things apart and say, well, he used a little bit of this alternative or.
Yeah.
And whatever,
Alternative, progressive.
Yeah, whatever.
All the above, yeah.
Go ahead and define everything, I mean, I don't like it. But I do like how he flirts with metal and then the harsh vocals. Like he's there's a line in between the two. A lot of the influences musical influences that he's flirting with, that he just steps over into the other one. I like that stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just the harsh vocal, which he does really well, and then you flirt very close to metal, and just the sound of your. Sort of sounded like Tool in the beginning, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Got a Tool sound.
Yeah, those clean riffs, that picking pattern there at the beginning, even that tone was very Adam Jones-esque.
And it's on the low end, you know. And then even his singing when he first came in, it's sort of had a Tool feeling to it. Which is fun.
For sure. That's all you got?
Whatever.
I like it. I'm excited to hear more Devin Townsend. Like I said, he's just not one that I've ever made an effort to dive into. But everything I've heard so far, I've liked.
I just think you just got to go. I think if you're really gonna figure this dude out, you have to just listen to everything.
Yeah, I think so too.
That he does, and really, I think that's what he requires of you.
Yeah.
His songs are longer. You know, he's simple with his. I don't want to say it's simple-minded. It's not simple-minded, but he gives you 2 chords and you're in it, and he flirts with certain themes in there that and he just hits you over the head with it.
Yeah.
It's like Meshuggah does in some of their stuff, you know. You just got to hang with it.
Yeah.
And there's something in that. I remember when I was playing in a band once, where it's sort of a jam band, but told that, you know, or you could just think about this. If you were told to play 4 notes, you know, whatever rhythm, over and over and over, just play those 4 notes. Play them for 10 minutes. Yeah. And then you get past that mark, and then you keep doing it. Something happens. Like just playing those notes. If you stick through the uncomfortability of, why am I playing these 4 notes, you know, and then you realize, well, they're easy to play, but then they don't. It's like saying one word over and over and over. It starts to get a little. You start to go, well, I got it. Oh, I just made it. And then something happens after that. When you put in the time, it starts to ring in your head, and before you know it, you're somewhere else. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what he does. He finds something for you to chew on, and he hits you with it, and you can't keep yourself from getting tractor beamed into that. At least from my experience in music, playing it and listening to it, and especially playing it and listening to it while I'm playing it. You know what I mean? Like not playing it to people, me playing it, and then me being present for being the listener and the player. You get transfixed. It's unavoidable. Yeah. It's unavoidable, but you have to stay in it. It's just like meditation. You can sit down and meditate for 5 minutes, and maybe you'll get somewhere. Go 30 minutes or more, and you won't know what time it is. Yeah. Same deal. It's the same deal. Cool. I guess I did have a little more.
Yeah, that's good.
You tried to end it prematurely.
No, that's good. That's really good.
Actually, I was all space about it. Whatever.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. That was Suicide by Devin Townsend.
In so much trouble. This video is you got the Floyd in the beginning.
Yes, and we'll never see the light.
It'll just disappear.
YouTube is gonna rip it.
It'll just disappear. Yeah.
We love you, YouTube.
Great measures.
We are great measures. My name's Richard. That's Judson.
Depicus.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Please say hello to the folks that I know. Tell them I won't